just gonna find myself here. Well, you guys can see me at least. That's so weird. I'm happy to be back. I'm hoping this like catches up to me so I can see comments. Well, we might just have to go without this part. Come on. I hate when technology doesn't work. I can't find me. Thanks for joining me. Sorry I've been away for a couple weeks. I just needed to take some time and get some things done on the farm. Oh, hi, I'm seeing some comments. Hi, Anne. Hi, I'm having some problems. I can't find myself live, so I'm hoping here in a second I can. Oh, here we go. Yes, I think I did it. Okay. Oh, let's turn the volume off on that. Okay, yay! Okay, so let me kind of back up here so I can see who's with me so I can say hello to everybody. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Kimberly, hi. Suzanne, hello. Barbara, Anne, Suzanne, thank you for sharing. Hey, Yayi, how are you? Thanks for joining. If you wouldn't mind sharing with your friends and family and your Facebook friends, I would sure appreciate it. I'm back after a couple weeks of taking off for some time for my mind and get things done on the farm. So today I've been working really hard, getting a lot of painting done on my mannequin heads. And so I wanted to show you how they start off. Now I know some of you know because some of you have watched me a lot. Hi Kim, hi Marianne, hey Ted. So this is a styrofoam mannequin head, and I bought this at Hobby Lobby, and it was like $5, so not too expensive. And then what I do when I get them is I cover them with Elmer's glue, and then, let me see, then I painted this one like this. So I just used a flesh tone, and then I painted the face white, and then I dry brushed on some blush, and then I just painted her. So that's kind of like step 2. And then after I was done painting, I put hodgepodge or Mod Podge all over it to kind of seal it. Then, are you ready to see this one? So she's the Queen of Hearts. And this, let's see. How do I do this? This is how she turned out. Let me make this a little bigger. Oops. What do you think? Do you like her? Oh, Kim from Porter, Texas. Welcome. Welcome. So, and I don't know if you can see or not, but I actually applied false eyelashes to her eyelashes instead of painting them on. I thought it would make kind of a cool addition onto her. Oh, hey, Mom. So, and then I just added some ruffling around her neck and applied my flowers and things. And then I actually painted the white roses, right? Because she paints the roses red. So, did all that and really just got that done and decided, okay, tonight we should put her in a wreath. And I ordered the hat off of Amazon. So it's just a little crown that I bought, and I don't remember, I think it was like $8 or $6 or something like that. But so that's what I got off of Amazon. And I got this little stopwatch off of Amazon too. I think we'll put that in the wreath. So let me put those down there. Let's see, what else was I going to share with you? I think that's it. And I will pan down so we can get started. We're going to be doing some poofs and ruffles, I think, today. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you all here. So I'm going to pan down and let's get started making the wreath. Okay. Oh, brother. Okay. Okay. Nice. Oh, thanks, Ted. So this is a 15-inch elevated work wreath. It's a pencil metallic, and I got this from Craft Outlet online. I think it runs about $6 or $7. And we're actually going to, it's a bit of a risk, but I'm going to try and use a white mesh. I didn't want to go too dark behind her, and I hope this isn't going to be a mistake, because you can ruin a whole wreath by not picking the right mesh color. But I'm hoping this will turn out. And this is just a cotton poly mesh, and I got it off of Craft Outlet as well. Okay, well, let's get started. And we are not going to be putting, oh, thanks, Lisa. I've missed y'all too. I really have. We had so much work on the farm, kept me pretty busy, kept my mind busy. We worked pretty hard over this last couple of weeks. But anyway, we are not going to be putting anything in the middle. You know, usually I'll put pipe cleaners across the middle so that we can fill the middle. But her head will fill it, so we're not going to worry about that. So I'm just going to come down here on the bottom row, and I'm going to take my end and push it up against the frame, pull the ties tight, and give it a twist. And then I'm going to back up that by putting one zip tie on here. Just to hold it down so it doesn't go anywhere. Giving them one twist on the first go around is just fine. You don't need to do a lot of twists. And we're going to do 10 to 12 inch poofs. And instead of measuring on the table, I just select a spot on my arm that's about 10 to 12 inches. And then we just create our poofs. Go to the next tie. And really make sure that mesh is pushed up against that bar. And we'll fluff that out a little bit. These ties are not always exactly measured when they place them on here. And so I like doing it like this because if I measure it, then they don't end up being the same height anyway, because I don't know if they don't measure or what when they put these things on here. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July and you were able to see some family or friends and everything. We had a couple of my girls come out here to the farm, and we got up on top of the chicken coop, and we have some neighbors, and I swear our neighbors they gotta spend like $10,000 on fireworks every year. And so we sit up on the chicken coop and watch them light off all their fireworks. And it's a blast. And then my husband and I slept all night on top of the chicken coop. It's a big chicken coop. Hi, Elaine. Welcome. Did I say puff? Puff. I said puff. What am I supposed to say? Is a poof? Poof or puff? You know, I don't know. I never remember if it's a puff or a poof. Gosh, you would think I do so many of these I could remember. Hey, Alicia. Nice to see you. Alicia is my sister, y'all, if you don't know. And Pamela Smith on here is my mama. And when you see Ted on here, that's my husband, Bobby. He opened up a Facebook page to like test our lives and stuff. And so he just kept it, and he gets on and watches from there sometimes. Anyway, so I've been so bad. I haven't put any of my wreaths on my Etsy or anything like that. I really did take like 2 weeks off and did absolutely nada. Nada, nada, nada. Oh, who's moderating for me? Is that my husband or my daughter? Looks like I have a moderator tonight. I didn't think I was going to. Huh. I think it must be my husband. Well, if you are, I'm grateful. Okay, so we finished our poofs on the bottom row. And, oh, mosquitoes. Up on the chicken coop, I mean, the chicken coop is probably like, I don't know, 15 feet in the air or so. And so the mosquitoes weren't bad up there, but we got a, like a mosquito netting, so when I'm going from the bottom to the top, I just go to the first tie, and I put this in it, and I pull it tight. I don't make a puff out of it. I just bring it up to the top row. But we bought like a mosquito netting stuff, and we put that kind of around us up on a chair, so it covered our faces. So we didn't even get any mosquito bites. So that's awesome. And we were out there for the sunrise. It was really nice. And y'all, there were so many people setting off fireworks like all night long. Like everybody out in the country was doing it, and we can see town from where we are. So off in the distance we could see that a lot of people in town were setting off their fireworks. Oh, Elaine, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. It has been so hot here. Yesterday, I went outside. Well, I was outside all morning watering. I spend about probably 2 hours out of my day every day watering flower beds and fruits and vegetables and trees and everything. And so in the morning I was outside, but then I was inside. And then when I went outside, I was like, oh my gosh. So I looked up the temperature. It was 100 degrees, and real feel was 106. was pretty gosh darn hot yesterday. Okay, in case you're just joining us, I'm just doing poofs all the way around this, and 10 to 12 inch poofs. Gosh dang it. Hi Maya, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. We're working on our Queen of Hearts wreath here. And thank you for checking on me. I'm okay. Sometimes, you know, I don't know, I get into like, okay. Looks like I lost you for a second. Dang gummit. Says it got you back. Okay. So this poly cotton mesh is pretty stiff. You can tell that it's pretty stiff. So here we are back at the first one up here on the top, and we're just gonna lay this mesh, the last one right here, puff, the last puff, poof, gosh, dang it. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Pretty puffy, poofy. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to, not with those scissors, I'm going to cut off this end. Well, actually, I'm going to put the zip tie on first in case something happens. Then I have it zip tied. And I just zip tied around the top bar, just a couple inches from the tie, and pull tight. Okay, and then we're just going to cut a couple inches from where that zip tie is. Nice. All right, let me roll up the rest of this real quick and put it under here. Okay, now we couldn't have just pure white, so I did make some ruffles. I'm not as organized as I usually am, so I don't have them all in bundles and stuff, so I'm going to have to take the time to do them and go. So all I'm going to do is I cut these 10-inch mesh at 15 inches long. I'm going to roll in the corners a little bit and then just gather, find a tie, plop that baby in there, and then I'm just going to give a twist. And you only need to twist once because we still have ribbons and whatnot we're going to put in there. So I've got all these on the floor over here. So, and then this is my other one. It's just a poly metallic mesh, 10 inches, and it's also cut at 15 inches long. And I'm just going to roll in the sides a little bit and then gather in the middle and plop it in another tie. And then we're just going to do this all the way around. Did anybody travel for the weekend? Anybody go anywhere fun? I know it's kind of hard to right now, but one of my daughters went to, I think she went over to Mesa Verde, which is kind of cool. Oh, my old school scissors. Yes. And I have specific scissors that I use to cut certain things. Like I don't want my good scissors cutting any of this stuff with wire or anything like that. So I'm kind of a anal when it comes to that, because boy, when you get yourself a good pair of scissors, one, they're expensive, and two, you just don't want to ruin them. And it's so easy to ruin them when you're cutting even the ribbon wire ruins them. Is it poly burlap? Yes, indeed it is. It's a poly burlap mesh, and I did get it from Craft Outlet. Somebody knows their poly mesh, or their poly burlap. Good job, Susan. And the white, Suzanne, was a cotton poly blend, also from Craft Outlet. Oh, here we go. I hate not having this done ahead of time. I'm sorry, y'all. I try to have everything. I was working on painting all day, and I was painting the Medusas and working on the Frankensteins and everybody, because you got to kind of do it in stages. And I took way too long. And then I finished the Medusas, but I don't like how they turned out. So I think tomorrow I'm going to repaint another one. Am I taking Laura's place tonight? Is she not going live? I don't know. I haven't really been on Facebook at all for the last couple weeks, so I'm kind of behind. I don't know what's going on. But welcome, Kathleen. Welcome. I think Tuesdays, doesn't she go live? See, wasn't it? She used to go live on YouTube, I think. I did ask Cheryl to share me, so she probably shared me on her page. Because Cheryl's awesome like that. She's so cool. So we're just continually putting these in every other tie. It's going to give us a lot more volume in our wreath. And again, I'm just rolling in the ends just a little bit. And all that really does is kind of protects the fraying ends a little bit, I think, from sticking out so much. That's why I like doing that. Okay, a little more than half done. So who all has tried doing some mannequins? I'm really liking doing them. They're fun. They're very time consuming because you have to do like so many stages, you know, and stuff, but I really like doing them. Is anybody else trying them at all? Anybody? All right. Oh, that tie's pretty short. All right, a few more. We've got 4 left. So let me finish these gals up. You can't paint? I'm not really a painter either, but they are fun. I don't know, it's kind of nice every once in a while to switch it up, I think, you know, from doing what you do a lot of the time. And when I took the last 2 weeks off, I was barely on Facebook. I didn't hardly get on social media at all, except I have a daughter in Guam, so she posts things, so I tried to get on there and see what her and the kiddos are doing. Playing at the beach most days. Must be rough, huh? Hey, Ann. You should try it. You should totally try it. They're fun. They're so fun. But really time consuming, I will say. It took me all day to paint just a few heads. Well, and I covered them with glue, the Frankensteins with glue. So, you gotta kind of do it in stages. If you guys want, I can do another video on painting one, like how you start from start to finish. The Frankensteins took the longest because you know, I sculpt all the scarring and everything on them, so they really took a lot of time. Okay, last one in here. Oh, thanks, Mama. Oh, thanks, Suzanne. Yeah, we'll do it again. We'll do another one. Okay, so we've got all of these in, and it's turning out pretty thick. You know, nice and firm and fluffy, just how we like it. So the ribbons that I chose for the wreath here are, okay, so I'm going to do these two together. This one was bought at Craft Outlet, and this one was not. Let me see if oh, maybe it was. It was. They were both bought at Craft Outlet. And this one was bought at Hobby Lobby. This swirly one that's got velvet on it. It's satin and velvet. That one I bought at Hobby Lobby. And this one, it's a 3.5-inch ribbon. And I got that last year at Hobby Lobby when they went on clearance. So I don't know if you can still get them or not. I think I'll show you how to do dovetails. So this is the ribbon. It's 2 of them. And I cut them at 13 inches today just because I wanted them a little bit longer. And you just lay one on top of the other so the ends are even. And then you fold it in half lengthwise, making sure your edges are straight. And then you just take and you cut them at an angle. The deeper the angle, the deeper your tail is going to be. So I'll do that one more time. You just line it up. Let's see. Thanks, Mom. And my, oh, prep the heads. Yeah, I do get them at Hobby Lobby. I try to get them when they're 30% off because they were just as cheap doing it that way as it was ordering them online. So I just, when Hobby Lobby has their 30% off, then I get them. Yeah, we'll do a video from like start to finish on one of the heads. We'll do that. Okay, so I'm just going to start putting so pick your pairs, and then I'm just laying one on top of the other, finding center here, and then ruffling it up, and then bend it in half, and we're going to put these in the red ones. Put them in there and then give it a couple of twists because we're not putting anything on after this. And then you just want to get in there and bend those wires so that it fluffs out good. And these we're going to kind of, usually I just pull them out, but this time we're going to kind of do more of the tulip effect. So we'll just go through here. I'm glad you like the colors. I wasn't not sure, and I threw this all together quickly at the end because I was going to decorate a head tonight. The other Queen of Hearts head that I have started, I was going to decorate that. And then I was like, what should I do? I don't know. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do? I only have like an hour. So I decided to do a wreath. Oh, I did not get that one in the middle. And then you just pull it if you don't get it in the middle. There we go. Okay. Thanks, Marianne. I think they're fun. And then I went through, I remembered that we have some like big oversized cards, like playing cards that our kids got us because my husband and I like can't see anything, you know. We're at that stage in our life that we can't see anything small. So as a joke, they got us these cards, and they're huge. These cards are so huge. They're like this huge, kind of. And so I went and grabbed the Queen of Hearts, thinking maybe I'll put it in the wreath. So we might put her, or that Queen of Hearts card in the wreath too. Thanks, Elaine. I'm not sure that white is the best choice, but who else sits there and looks at all these different kinds of mesh that you have? And because, you know, we've all like looked at wreaths and gone, oh, that's so pretty, but if they would have just done it and done the base this color, it'd be so much nicer, you know. And so the base will either make it or break it, I think. Thanks, Suzanne, I do too. I mean, I'm not a fan of satin ribbon, and this one's satin, this one's satin, this one's satin, but, you know, they make them the cutest sometimes, satin ribbon. They gotta know a lot of us don't like using it because it's hard to get them to lay just perfectly how you want them without getting the ends to curl. Okay. Oh, what is our next holiday coming up? Let's see, this is July. So my granddaughter starts school here in like, I don't know, a couple of weeks, I think. Like the first week of August, she goes back to school. You know, they were doing online stuff, and now they're going back to school. And at least they're not making the kids wear masks all day. They're keeping them in what they're called like pods. And you got to stay with your pod all day, and you can't leave the room, basically. Oh, good, Barbara. That's what I want. I think we all need to learn tips and tricks from each other to make our jobs a little bit easier, right? Most of the time I try to do things that are a little different, you know. I don't want to like do the same thing all the time, but sometimes you can't help it because somebody will do something so cool and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I gotta try that. So then you just gotta give it a whirl. You just gotta give it a try. Or you see someone's idea and you're like, oh, that's so cool, but I want to make one that looks like this, you know? Oh, they haven't decided if Kansas is going back yet? Yeah, our numbers have gone up, but I mean, that's to be expected, you know, because all the testing available now. When my husband and I had the virus back in March, there was no testing. A test? What was that? But okay. Geez, we still have a lot to go. Am I going too slow? Does it feel like I'm going slow? I feel like I'm in slow motion. Maybe I just don't have it together. Wait a minute, does that one go in there? Wait a minute. Oh gosh, you guys. I screwed up. Okay, the black one, this one doesn't go in there. Let's see. I got this one to put over here. Does anybody can, like, you know, like canned fruits and vegetables? New generation that's like getting into it and stuff. I've canned for years. Well, mostly what I can is peaches, and because my girls don't like peaches unless they're mom's canned peaches. So, does anybody else can? Hey, Debbie, how are ya? Oh, man. Okay. And you know, I don't fret with all the ribbons. I'll fix them later, because otherwise I take up too much of your time, you know, with the ribbons, fluffing and things. Oh, I don't only get an hour, Mom. I try to just keep it to an hour. I could be on all night if I wanted to, but everybody would get sick and tired of me and like turn me off, so I just try not to take more than an hour, hour and a half. That's why I prep things so much ahead of time, because I try to get through it. But you can't help it. These things take a lot of time to make. People don't realize, you know, usually I spend 3 or 4 hours making a wreath, you know, by the time you come up with a design. And I mean, oh, for sure, it can take a couple of days when you have to shop around or, you know, get online and try to find everything that you want for it. Like I waited for the pocket watch and stuff to come in. Took a couple of weeks to get those in. Oh, you don't have the patience to can? Yeah, I tried to teach my girls so that they'd have like some, you know, kind of skill on preserving food. But the only thing they were ever interested in helping me with was when I made pickles and when I canned peaches. So over the years, I have just decided, well, then I'll just do pickles and peaches. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. Oh, I didn't do one in that one either. It is so hot in here. Hot flashes on top of being hot. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this goes in the red one. And the lights. I didn't think the lights were like, you know, that I have to have on like that hot. Ugh. Unless it's 100 degrees outside. And guess what? It's pretty flippin' hot. Oh, aren't fresh pickles the best? Ugh, I just bought some cucumbers the other day. I'm going to make my mom's refrigerator pickles and put them in the fridge and wait a couple of days and eat them. Mix some cucumbers with some onions, some vinegar, turmeric, sugar. Oh yeah. Perfect summertime fun. Oh yeah, the air conditioning's on. And my fan is on. But it's just hot outside. I guess I set my, what does everybody set their thermostat to? Like, I'm always curious what other people set it to. In the summertime, I usually set it at about 73 or 74. And then in the wintertime, I set it at about 65, 67. Got a, not a huge house, but it takes a lot of energy to heat and cool it, so I try to be really moderate. And is that moderate? I mean, is that reasonable? What is everybody else? 76. Okay. 65 year round here. Oh, that would be amazing. 74. Okay, so I'm like, hi Terry. So I'm like, I think I'm in there, right? I'm not being too much one way or the other. I would love to have it 65 all year long. Whew. My air conditioner would never shut off. And we at night, we try to open the windows, and we have like an attic fan, and it sucks like the cool air in at night, because here in Colorado our nights are still getting down to like 58. So 67, 68. Oh, I guess I'm looking more like a little warm in the summertime, aren't I? I'm just afraid my air conditioner works so much. And the electric bill. Oh my gosh. Who has a heart attack in the summertime with the electric bill? Oh man. So we've got the pool plugged in, we've got animal things plugged in, electric fence plugged in, all this. Our electric bill was like $600 this last month. It about killed me. I was like, what? This has got to be a mistake. Nope. And my husband left the bug zapper on for like 4 or 5 days. I'm pretty sure that's what did it. Okay, so what do you think? You liking it? Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to put her in here. So, those of you who have watched before, I have a wire that I put through the back of her head. And it's a pretty strong wire. It's 16 gauge wire, so it's pretty thick. And I do that because I don't think gluing it is good enough. I do not want it going anywhere. So I am going to, so when you do a wreath, you get like, you get some areas where you get like the same pattern. So I want to try and find that. Oh, come on. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put her towards the top part of the wreath, I think. And you got to kind of push all this center out a little bit. Nope, I forgot to bend these. Bend these, it makes your life easier before you put it in. Because then you can go and find them afterwards. Okay, so I think we're going to do like a bow down here maybe. So I think we're going to put her towards the top. And I do have to flip it over for this bit. Find my wires. And they're sticking out through the bottom here. And you just got to manhandle them a little bit. And I'm wrapping them around a pole, the vertical pole. Oh, you just got to manhandle it. I think usually I use 18 gauge. This 16 gauge is pretty strong. Okay. All right. Once you get one side on, then this side I can put it in this bar, but I'm going to actually just put it on the bottom bar here. And I'm going to pull it so that it's tight, so that head isn't going to move. It's going to stay right where I want it. Oh, I'm going to wrap this around here. Okay, yes. Yeah, I usually use 18 gauge, not 16 gauge. And then all I'm going to do right here is I am taking a glob of hot glue and I'm just putting it over it. A dollop of daisy. All right. And I'm just going to put a dollop over here. This one's not going to go anywhere, but we'll just do it just to be safe. Okay. Let's give that just a second. Oh, I'm not scrolling my comments now. Thanks, Suzanne. Oh, hi, Kara. How are you? Thanks, Barbara. Thanks, Mom. I'm glad you love it. Thanks, Ann. Okay. So, this is what we got going on so far. What do you think? Are you digging it? Let me zoom out a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so now we have to find out, I don't know, maybe I don't want to do a bow. Let me see. Where is my, I'm going to get my little clock out here. Thanks, you guys. So I'm getting my little plastic clock out. Let's see how it works. You never know what it's going to look like. So I actually think the card is going to be pretty big. Let me see. Let me just see. All right. Oh, they had Frankenstein. Hi, Rose. They had Frankenstein with actual features. Where did you do that at? Joann's. Oh, well, heck. That would have been a heck of a lot easier than having to sculpt all the scars on there. So maybe the card's okay here. Maybe. Not sure I like this chain bit that's hanging on here. Oh, don't want to do that. Maybe up here. I think I'm going to cut this off. I don't like the chain. I don't know what I would do with it. Okay, so we've got the clock. I don't know if I'm going to maybe I'll do one bow. So I've got these hearts. I just bought them on clearance after Valentine's Day. So let's see. We add a couple of hearts here. Rarely do I like the ribbon that they put on here. Oh, cats. Oh, jeez. All right. Come on. Work with me. Let me cut this down a little. Got a heart there. It's hard to do this upside down, y'all. And I think I've got one more heart that I'll put in. See these little, it's not very often that I actually like those that they put on there. So I always usually end up taking them off. But sometimes they glue these babies on like crazy. Jeez, this one's ridiculous. Alright, come on. Alright, well, I'll take that off later. Let me just cut this. And cut most of this off. What do you think? Does she need a bow? Maybe one bow right here, kind of small. Let's put her on the wall and see. I think things will stay. Hold on. Well, maybe things will stay. Oh, I can put it back on. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's move up here. What? actually. Do I want that up there? Probably want it down here. Well, that's not going to stay in there unless let me grab a piece of wire real quick. Uh-oh. Resumed. Sorry, lost you there for a second. I'm just making a hole here so that I can get my wire through, so that I can actually put this up there. Oh, come on. Oh boy. Good grief, you guys. This is the kind of stuff that, you know, like takes forever. And the kind of stuff that people don't see. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, oh. How much bigger do I have to make that hole? The hole is a little on the front. There we go. Okay. Sorry that took so long. Good grief. Okay. So I'm just going to wire this in about right here. And I'll have to use two, but I'm just trying to get it up here so you can see it. To do something with that. So I need something here and something here. So I think I'll do this, and then maybe I'll add a bow, but I don't think oh good grief. Okay, y'all. I may add a bow, but it's not going to be a big bow. I think it'll just be a smaller bow because she's pretty full as she is. But that is Queen of Hearts, Alice in Wonderland, Wreath 1. So, what do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'll do one big bow here, but I'll do that another time. I've kept y'all quite a bit of time tonight. Thanks, Suzanne. I think the card is okay. I was going to think it was kind of big, but maybe I'll do some roses around. I took my roses out of here. But maybe I'll add some roses a little bit. It's busy, so I don't want to add too much, you know. But yeah, Queen of Hearts. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thanks for joining me tonight. Too far. Where are you going? Ugh, cads. Being your own cameraman is hard. I want to thank you guys so much for stopping in tonight and spending some time with me and encouraging me and sharing. And thanks, Maya and Suzanne. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, Rose. Thank you. But I really appreciate you guys. And Friday, I'll go live again. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe a Medusa if I get her figured out. I did not like the way she turned out. I don't know. There's just something that's bothering me about her. So I may change her up a little bit, and if I get it done right, then maybe we'll put her in a wreath or a rail. And then maybe I'll see if I can paint and put together some Frankensteins, and maybe I'll go live tomorrow and do that. So thanks. That's my husband. All right. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. And I'll see you Friday for sure at 5. Okay? Thank you. See you later.